Hi y'all, Jeff here with Jeff's Cars and Garage, and welcome back to another video. And I just wanted to give you an update. I put out a couple videos that talked about the things that are upcoming in Jeff's Cars, and as you see, I'm by the 280 SEL 4.5. But the last video I talked about the overload protection relay and the fuel pump relay in the Mercedes 300 SL. Well, Yui, Jose, and I, we did some more troubleshooting, did some more consulting on the web, and we figured out exactly what the problem is on the 300 SL, and it is a very expensive part, and I kind of mentioned it, but I didn't know what the name of it was. I want to give some shout outs, and I can't think of who you are, and it's not Mercedes source this time, but it's the guy back east, and you have to go back about 6 years on one of his videos, and he talks about a little part that goes on the back of the fuel distributor called the electrohydraulic actuator, and this is what it is. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. And we determined, mainly Jose, Yui, he determined once we pull this off, first of all, in this, on the one that was on the car, there's a crack in this metal that goes across there, and so that's not supposed to be there. And of course, Handy Val is another one that I've kind of watched. He says anytime you have a crack in a German part, you need to replace it. So, but when we took this off, we were getting fuel in, but it's not allowing this. This makes the fuel go through it, it's electronically telling the fuel distributor of what to do. Now, here's the dilemma. So there are a few of these out there, and you can still get this part. It ain't cheap. Parts Container, who I do a lot of business with, was $359. However, also, just to let you know, you got to have the right number. This one, it's got a number stamped on it, and then it's got a 0007 over here. And you can find a Europart one, which definitely not going to do. This is a Bosch piece. And so, in doing a lot of searching, I'm part of the Great Plains Mercedes Benz Club, and certainly if you live in the Midwest, you're welcome to. It's a Facebook group. You're welcome to join. And one of the members reached out and said, "Hi, I might have one on the shelf." And sure enough, he did. However, it had a 003 at the end. Now, what I've learned, and going back a few years on some forums, is that last number is really kind of, or that particular portion of the part number is really kind of the setting, and you can adjust this by taking this screw out, and the dude that I can't think of his name offhand. He's got long hair, and he's back east, and he does Mercedes repair. You take this out, and then there's a little Allen screw in there which allows you to adjust the air fuel mixture, or the amount of fuel that goes through this, and then you put that screw back on. The or the 003 and the 007 and those numbers is a factory setting to when it's preset, it allows the car to start based on that fuel injection system. And then you can take it back off and adjust accordingly, lean it out or rich it up a little bit. So I did happen to find one, and the Jim in the person in our group, I think his name is Jim, I apologize for not being able to purchase yours. But I did find one at a diesel shop, and this is kind of used in the diesel engine world as well, in mechanical injections. Just happened to have a couple of them, brand spanking new, and they are actually in a Mercedes box with the Bosch label on it, for about $100 less than what Parts Container has. And so, got on there this morning. Well, first of all, the picture of it, he had the head of the bolt was laying over the last number. And so I sent a message last night saying, hey, is that a 3, a 7, or another number? And they replied back early this morning, said, no, it's a number 7. Boom. It was in my cart. I hit buy it now. It's on its way. It's shipped today. I hope to have that probably Thursday or Friday, since it's coming from Illinois. That's only just 2 states over, depending on what part of Illinois and how the postal system works. I hope to have that. Well, today is Tuesday, so I may have it Thursday or Friday. So then we'll be doing a video of putting this on the car to see if A, the car will start, and B, if I need to make the adjustment to it, so that I can, lean it up or rich it up or whatever. Now, I may wait to do that on Saturday or Sunday when Jose gets here, but maybe I will do it, maybe I'll do it on my own. This is something that I can do. I'm not laying underneath a car or anything like that. So therefore, we'll see if I can do it. And maybe we can make that SL run again, and then I can drive it. Now, another update that's taken place. Well, the bolts that I ordered are not going to work. The bolts with the cage nuts, they're not going to work. So we're going to have to come up with a different solution. But one thing that Jose did get, the power antenna is back on, or is the new one is on the car. The access panel plate is bolted back on. I think he got he looks like he got the bolt up on the top side. So when you turn the key on, actually you turn the key on and turn the radio on, the antenna will see what happens on camera? I fall over. That's real kind of clumsy of me there. So there's a little comedy mixed in. But turn the key to on. Well, and up goes the antenna. And we do have tunes, but the radio station didn't get locked in. But, be that as it may, it actually functions. We can go to a radio station and it'll work. Only the the back 2 speakers are hooked up. They're in the trunk. I need to put them in cut the holes and put the back deck in, but down goes the antenna. We have that functioning. The next things that he's still working on, as I mentioned in one of the last videos, is the regulator for the door. Where he works, they have an oven. And since it's aluminum, it's kind of a cast aluminum. He put it in that oven overnight, at a low temperature to heat it up a little bit so that it can bend without breaking, because it will break. And then that will allow him to weld in some more teeth. So hopefully he'll have that done this weekend. We can put this door back together, and hopefully that power window will go up and down, and we just progress as it's coming. I will hope to do a video as he's putting this back together. We'll just set the camera and just video it. So more to come on that. Worked on the dome light and the glove box light. Let me go ahead and put my console, since I'm about tearing everything up here by falling in the car. But worked on the dome light. Come to find out, when he was chasing wires underneath the dash, he probably pulled the wires out of the A-pillar accidentally. He's got the wire, oh, looks like he's got the A-pillar off. And so got to refish some wires for the this dome light. That's, don't know if I'll get a video on that or not. I did get some spark plugs. I did order some of these about a couple of weeks ago. I may go ahead and change the plugs in here, although this car starts in, you know, it starts out beautifully. In fact, let me just hit the key. I'm not even getting on the other side. I'll just hit the key and it'll start. Just like that, folks. No smoke, no nothing. Starts right up. Now, we do have, I do have to either take the alternator off and rebuild it because it is not charging. Or I've got to find another alternator. So I'm sure an alternator for this car is pretty expensive, but I've rebuilt in the past. I've rebuilt an alternator before. More than likely it's the diode trio, or this probably has a separate voltage regulator someplace, maybe, or maybe it's built into the alternator. Don't know, but a little more research on that. But the battery doesn't charge while the engine's running, so something to do with the alternator. So getting through the list, I need to go down through my list and check off. I've had the list over on the other window, and I haven't checked anything off, but need to check things off. So more to come. We're making some headway. I want to be able to at least take this car out before the snow flies, drive it around a little bit, and really exercise it, and you know, just kind of enjoy the car a little bit. So keep watching if you like the content on this 280 SEL 4.5. Hit subscribe, set a reminder. I'll add this one to the playlist, even though I did recap a little bit of what's going on in the 300 SL. This video is going to be tied to the 280 SEL 4.5. If you want to keep watching the status and how this is progressing, this, you know, just set yourself a reminder. Have a great day. Be safe out there. You know, I've been approached a couple of times already, just to give you an insight. I've been kind of approached to start a different channel with a little bit different kind of a content with my opinions. I don't know if I want to go there or not. My wife says no. I kind of like the challenge because, you know, in the wintertime, I don't do a lot of working on cars that I need something else to do. But, you know, as car sales are falling off and things are, you know, in the economy are just not doing well, you never know what my, you know, what other content I can come up with. Who's to say? Put your comments down below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And oh, by the way, I maybe, hopefully here in the next day or two, just to set as a reminder, my rubber to rubber patch, I did find my glue, that barge cement that I talked about a few videos ago. I found mine. It was in a box and it's still good. So I've had a perfect day today, but I just don't feel like climbing on a ladder. And you know, I'm trying to do that, but there's no wind, the sun, the temperature, everything is just right. I may do that, and I may have a video. I promised I was going to do a video, but I just don't know if I can stay on that ladder that long. Have a great day. Be safe out there. Thanks for watching.